Okay, that's right. I'm back. And good morning to everyone else on TGH as well. It's Monday morning. What is today's day? Today is it's October 23rd. We have a lot going on. Earnings season, which I'm going to post. Fed speak this week. Coach thankfully took a hold and helped me out over when I was gone. So let's sign into TGH. No, I walked through and thank you for everybody posting. And there were my posts. Good morning. I got a thumbs up by Gerard and Paul. Okay, that's good enough. I didn't say good morning, Mike. I don't know why no one said good morning. I got a thumbs up, but it's all right. I got a thick skin. Noted, but whatever. Okay. You know what? This Monday was kind of like past Monday. I'm like last Monday. I'm gonna go to the charts in a second. Being that the market was weak that previous Friday, and it was obviously going into this weekend with it seems like geopolitical is more tantamount at this moment with earnings still coming into this week. The geopolitical story seems to be super overriding any inflationary story or is argument. There's argument, but God forbid, there shouldn't really be an argument. Well, I'm not going to get into politics, but there's a lot of bifurcation opinions out there in the market and as well as the world more than ever. And you know what? I want to show something. This really said a lot to me. Let me go to my Twitter page. Where are my Twitter? And I liked it. It was an amazing thing. It wasn't even being facetious. Likes. This was Zero Hedge. Earnings for the week. Always go to my Twitter feed. If I'm lacking in anything, I was out for a couple of days. I was in the city. Everybody knows that. Go to my Twitter feed. If I go to likes, look at my likes. My likes are earnings for the week. Look at these. It's up to you to know. Listen, this week is for you to know before, during, and after. And we urge you to at least to get a Tradeview demo to know what type. I'm actually starting to get into options again a little bit more because I have to hit some losers to a degree. I'm not lying. And I'm obviously using a different. I'm using a Tradeview demo. I don't want to be fooling around buying 5 and 10 lots of something. Trying to learn on my master system, if you will, when I'm having 6-figure moves a day, I want to get filled on 5 lots. So I have Alexis helping me. We're going to do this more on the options. That being said, is know yourself this week. Okay, you saw the earnings. Oh, I wanted to say what I said. The earnings this week. Know what type of trader you are. Short term, medium term, a macro trader. I don't think I can remember a trader or a mentor or a influencer more than Coach has been trading on a macro and a trading level, very high level, and it's noted. And they say you only have to do it once. Coach is not going anywhere, but it's a good move. Amazon, Microsoft, the top 4 say it all. The top 5, Boeing should a story of on its own. EMPH, if it does half of what's with SEDG did the other day, you're in trouble. All right, energy stocks on tumble massive. Me and Jonah were talking. Clients withdrew $59 billion from Chinese banks, money on the sidelines. I don't know if they're going to buy that. There's no real estate to be bought here in America. Earnings for the week again, extreme. Another 6-year low for PayPal. I didn't get in that one. I didn't have an ego. Traded it. I said, this thing stinks. Bear with me. This was the week ahead, by the way. And I'm going to post this again Monday, Tuesday. This is the whole week. That's under my likes. So if I'm lacking or anything, I urge you, it's not an ego thing. I only follow like 60, 70 people. Zero Hedge said lithium batteries. Literally every hedge fund is neck deep in energy shorts. Keep that in mind. You know what it had to do with? Oh, it had to do with Ray Diallo. Ray Diallo, and Coach, by the way. See what type of gentleman he is? What type of teammate? He's able to trade and still think, and then say 1 minute ahead, like that I could already giving me a like, assuming that I'm knowing that I'm talking about high level. I could run amok right now, but I'm not. Thanks, coach, for the confidence. And there's actually a possibility of there being a World War III. You know what I mean? It's not even a facetious. I'm getting into more macro. It's not even like, what are the odds that pigs fly and the Dallas Cowboys win the World Series? Not like that's something, the Super Bowl. It's actually a discussion. And you know what? I'm getting out of what I do best. Probably coach gave you that discussion before about what's going on. Bullish percent index to the year low. You know what? I have to do what I do best. And let's go to this. Okay. Financial. Let's go to what's going now. You know, I'm going to duck tuned a little bit. Top bullish activity to this point. No clean standout. Amazon bullish June. They have earnings this week. That means somebody's going to be wrong before they're right. I don't know if that. Listen, it's yet the closer we get to the earnings date, and we're close this week, is the more that the option position is irrelevant because they're short-term hedges. You know what I mean? You know, I'm long QS. Am I going to buy puts on it? You bet I am. So does that really mean that I'm that bullish on QS? That I'm bearish on QS? No. MU November nibbling, semis, maybe the first to turn. Coach might have an opinion about Tuesday. Like the bottom line is, what I said about last Friday into this Monday, it was the same situation. Although there was a tougher week in the market last week, a lot of charts were broken down. For example, a Tesla. But you know what? As it seemed like there was no real bad news overseas. The European markets really weren't flinching as badly as they should to show what the market was down this morning. So the longer that an exogenous events didn't happen this morning, as Europe is going to close in a little bit, then they took the market up a little bit. Was it oversold? Yeah, I showed you the fear greed index. Let's go to something even more, and I will get on the G. You know what? This is what I have to get out of this, and that's because I was a little bit delinquent posting. Do you have any questions, Paul? Good morning to you still. Fear greed. I'm in the TLT. Was this seasonality? Where are we? Boom. Major October seasonality low. We're a little in October. It keeps seasonality in mind. Okay. Does it work exactly? No. Put coal premiums. Where are we? There was nothing really meeting, even that a lot of sentiment. Here we are going into today was short term. Composite was down 5. Naturally, we're oversold right here. We came into Monday oversold. It helped a little bit that the oils took a little bit of breather and are staying down today, which helped propel a couple of the stocks higher. But you know what? It's a Monday morning. It's an hour and a half into trading. You know what I mean? And you know what? As of now, this is the most important thing to look at. I'm not on the top of my game. It was one of those things. I just got in this morning from New York City. Hughes, what's the low? They're right on the lows. They gave it back. Tesla, low of the day, 202, turnaround near the high of the day. Tesla almost gave it to the 200. Everybody was waiting for the 200 to break. They never gave you the perfect situation. Planeteer, decent move. Might be putting in a nice coin trade. I'm not going to lie. AMD, what's the percent gainers on the day? Hopefully some of my TGH, biggest winner of the day. They took it over. I knew that, by the way. TGH, big volume. Get the symbol. Riot, everybody knows what I did with coin. BITX, a couple of internet ones. Mr. was up early. WBA, they took up SPR, another one. Hey, Ray, they took up a Ray. SPR. I know what? I have to go to the charts because I have a fiduciary responsibility. I'll just black everything out and I won't look at everything else because I don't want to look at the P&L, which is ripping. Hold on. All right, what do we? SPR weekly. This SPR pulled a VFC on me. dead. I mean, this thing was, the VFC had an active, a retailer, by the way, an activist takeover. Okay. VFC, a dribble, like a month and a half. Where was this? 1878, it printed the other day. And that was what it took you 2 months of sitting in this thing, averaging down, bleeding. And then it pops one day like that. You know what? Some of these stocks do that. SPR was another one that did that. SPR goes with Boeing, and Boeing has earnings. I don't know if it's a play yet, but they pop. ARRY, double turnaround. Let's look at the Tesla. Now, look at the Tesla, testing the 200. Now, Coach, I need you. Coach is a technician, and he also my commodity mentor. And this is not a placating thing. You know what? Tough times, tough trading never lasts. Tough traders do, and they rise to the top. And by the way, great call on copper, Coach. I mean, I couldn't be, if I had my fingers, I have calluses on my finger for liking so many of Coach's plays. Let's go back. FCX reversal. Tesla testing the 200-day with the volume. I have a ton of this TSLY 1864. Okay, that's where I have it. And I have a lot of it, by the way. Look at the move this thing made. I'll show you how much I have. I think I have like 40,000 of it. Fact, I have 32,000 left. Now I'm up in it. Look at this thing, 1105 to 1164. Pays a nice divvy, by the way. I'm in it. And you know what? I don't know what it's going to do now. Now it broke yesterday. Okay, now it broke. I don't care what it makes. It can make widgets, whatever chart it is. Now it took out yesterday's low. Now it's got gap situation, needs a little rest. Here's the 15-minute chart. What am I looking for here? Now I'm looking for volume shelves and volume plays. Now I'm looking at the TSLA. Does it get to 12? I don't know. You know what I mean? It's a slow mover. I said it does pay a huge dividend. That's why I bought it. What else did I buy? I don't want to look at it. I have to look at it. Let's look at the big daddies. I'm sure Coach Microsoft held everything it had to. Not going to lie. Apple, the turnaround, the calls came in off the 200-day. Apple, right off the 200-day, kissed it. Look at that, the beautiful kiss. There's the 200-day, the money one. 169.75. The low on the day, we can go on here. Low on the day is up in this corner. The low on the day today, you get it right there. Kissed it. Don't worry about it. Low. Perfect kisser. Where it closes is more important. Now, all these people are going to be, retail might be chasing this Apple on. You know, this probably pulls. Listen, I don't think it, once again, Coach might have an opinion. I don't think it's over for the downside. Yes, it did what it had to do. The market held in certain places, even Coinbase, Mike V. Horrible sell. Started selling some coin. I still have some. Actually, I'm flatted. What a bad trade. Started buying at 72. What I pumped at 75, at 78. You know what? It took the option flow. My first trade from being off. Now I wish I was in it even more, but that's okay. Let's look at QS. Please be over 6. QS, baby. And I have a lot of it, not gonna lie. QS, what else do I have? This LAC, Los Angeles Clippers. This thing ain't going up. Look at this thing I have. This won't go up. DraftKings took action early. What's going on now? Let's get out of here. Let's look. Let's be a man. Be a trader. Nova. SCDG. Be careful of this one. And what has earnings this week? EMPH. They traded this one nicely. They blew it out. It based a little bit. IONQ, Planeteer, Carvana, XPEV, Jax, Jabil, Walmart, Uber, Coin, Run. I don't care about the Run. ALB. I tried to buy that one. I bid for it. I just missed it. Look where my bid is. This is my bid, 135.50. And I just missed it, 136.50. You know what, ALB? It's the premium lithium play. I'm trying better trades, like buying a Sierra WD that's acting well. Bob, it took calls early. Rivian, however you want to call it. If it's French, I'll call it QS ALB. Where's my A&F short that I held? I still have it. See this A&F? Now the market bounces. They don't want it anymore. I'm laying into it more. I'm up nicely in this thing. I'm going to lay into it. But you know what? It's yet to be determined if it's a dead cat bounce. And the video was the first one to go. Meta. Let's look at the long-term chart. All right. A lot of the big daddies held. The 7 are holding. Sans NVIDIA, but there might be a Google. That's the one. Google's been the best of breed the whole time. Amazon has earnings this week. What's breaking higher? And you had some calls. DraftKings, Rivian, Western Dig not going. Los Angeles Clippers will bounce. Watch this. This stock will be 750 by later today. NVO, DaVita, Alexis has been texting me via in the city about the calls going off on DaVita. And you know what? I'll even show you. Hold on a second. Alexis Marchena. I should know your last name, brother, but that's all right. I don't think you want it anywhere. Look at this Alexis. Where am I? All vacation, DaVita. ANF in the red. Good job. He's going to be working under me very closely. But trust me, he's been all over DaVita. He's on the Jesus flow. See this? Anyway, trust me. DaVita, AMD breakdown. Alexis is on DaVita. Trust me. Good call, kid. You know what I told him? If DaVita's acting well, why don't you look at the other ones? Why don't you look at maybe EW? No good. Baxter, hang in there a little bit. You know what? DaVita was the one really. Good call, though. Where am I now? DaVita, good call. Fix. Coach has an opinion about that at the 9 o'clock video. I don't even have to go over it, I'm sure. Pins got the upgrade, okay? So Pins got upgraded, all right? So now Pins, the high of the day is 2673, and the spies are five handles off the low, if you will. Okay, but Pins isn't even close to the high of the day. Now, how maddening is that? You know what I mean? Now you need another. What do you need? Another bigger rip. So that's why sometimes you have to take those moves and like that. It should make sense like that. That even in Nasdaq, you know, you put the Qs over Pins. It doesn't make sense. But next, what else? ENVX. Netflix, strongest one out there. They keep buying it, and that's the one. You know, that's I don't know why the red bars are there. Coach would have more of a technical opinion. It's got all these, you know, it's obviously flagging nicely. They could have destroyed it, and they're not trying to bring it down. It is over the 50-day, probably needs the proverbial rest. You'll move on. SCTG, Array, Coin acting well again. Upstart. Baba took some calls. Do I trust it? No, I don't. But it took calls. PDD, you know, certainly when it looks like China, you know, this is a flag. Here it is, right here. Flag, pop, flag, pop, flag, pop. It's one of these charts that Trader Stewie draws. It keeps flags. Beautiful cuts. It's like a mortadella. Beautiful slices. General Motors, nothing yet from back from the dead. Nothing there. Macro. Let's look at the spies. What are we going to do? Here it is, spies. They need rest, yeah. Is it over? I'm not sure. The volume certainly helped wash out a lot of people over the weekend. You know, some stocks are breaking, some are not. I don't know why I'm punching up DuPont. Maybe it's from all those years trading, but you know what I mean? With the earnings coming up and with Fed Speak, which I'll post again on TGH, certainly if you have some winners, I would let them run, especially if they're cooperating with the proverbial rotation. If not, you know, don't be surprised if, you know, how many of the Magnificent Seven come out with earnings. Don't be surprised if your stocks have, you know, correlating pin action to those stocks. Okay, let's look at let's look at most let's look at presented gainers. Let's look at what's been moving for 60 minutes. Let's not look at day traders. TSLL, Minat, Nova, and Coin. So Mike V was in the two, TSLY, same thing. Mike V in the two of the 6, 60% gainers, not bad. Percent losers, I might be in these as well. Percent losers, UVIX. So a couple of VIX products. Let's look at dollar losers. Let's still at most actives. Listen, guys, this is the most active list. I think a lot of the move has been made as things might wear off a little bit. Certainly as I approach 11:30, if they don't start to turn trend by soon, I wouldn't be looking to add anything on. Certainly get your prices if you want to go against the trend, at least for today. So just trade the price action volume and range. It's my job to bring it to you. Do I have any questions? I'll get back in there, guys. What's the market talk here? What's moving? Well, this is what I look at, although I am getting a new news service. SPOO's new highs, 42.61. Schwab lows, McDonald's lows. Shit, you know what? This Kramer, he sold the low on you, this poor guy. He sold the low on you. With you. Chevron Hess, ALKS. What am I looking at? Let's look at the wise guys. We'll leave it at that. They know most. Boom, boom. Market updates. Boom. We'll go right here. I want to listen. What is it? If I look at market updates, what are you looking for, Mike V? Everybody should know, but as I'm waiting for this to pull up, I'm looking for, these stocks have made moves. Tesla, like I said, Google's been holding up well. Do I want them to back? Tesla, I don't really put a lot of credence into backing up any calls because it's, it's in one of these, it's in the proverbial danger zone. It could be the bottom or it could be a dead cat bounce. Let me go to the chart. I don't make those type of calls here. I like to trade it. The trade's over for me in terms of, where's TSLY, by the way? 1167. No, I'm up in this thing. I was down a lot of money in this thing this morning. I gotta sell more. Sell what? I'll sell 8,000. 1165. I hate hitting bids, but they took it like nothing. No problem. All right, I have 24,000 left, and now I'm down $3,000. Now my price is 1180. How's that? Am I showing my screen? I hope. Like trading my V. All right, now I have 24. I think I made money in the stock today. All right, what else is going? Let's check on the positions. Okta, they hit Okta software, and software was one of the has been the stronger technology area to go to. But Okta, they hit it. They hit it. Planeteer, maybe. Carvana, not interested. Carvana plays over. You know what I mean? Except if you think it's going back to 0 or 100. For me, the play is over. I'm not going to trade this thing. It might, it's over for me. A&F, I'm still shorted. Wayfair at a bounce. VFC. I went to wise guys. Nobody cares what I want. UVI, the VIX breaking low. Boom. VIX. There's the VIX. But you know what? The VIX has, like I said, coach is up. The coach will do that. All right, wise guys. CCL weeklies. CCL all over the place, as well as insider buying for 1.5 million. That doesn't impress me. The guy buying. But here's the chart on CCL. It's up to you, just like a lot of these stocks getting beaten down. If this is it's going to develop an inside day and rest a little bit with the volume, and then, I don't know why I'm acting like that. I don't even think, but you know what I mean. It's CCLs, bottom line. Take it for what you will. All over the page. By the way, it's amazing. Taking all over the page. CZR. Q's bullish to October. Not interested. TAN. Somebody's picking the solar bottom going out to October. Not interested. Carvana. Somebody's thinking the same thing as me. Not interested. Where the put calls a little stretched. We would take some profits here. Where's the Jesus ES one? ES to a 7. Credit not an issue. Dollar not an issue. VVIX. Q's a little extended here. And the VIX looks like it may base a little bit. All right. So when I get off here, I'm going to sell some Q's or some laggards. Well, maybe, you know what? Depends what I have. Let me see that TSLL one. I might, I'm going to sell a TSLL. So it looked to me like the NAS might rest a little bit. The VIX might come into some support playing. This is what I see right now, at least from this. This is like the first X-ray I would see if somebody came in and like sprained them or broke their ankle. I'd look at this. Next. TLT, November calls. Coach was bringing that before. Brought it to our attention. All the squeeze action and same-day Qs. Doesn't mean a lot to me. Tune in after TGH. We'll tell you what type of action is important. Pardon me. As I said, I'm catching up from being in New York City with the gentleman. You should know that by our vast social media post. I will obviously post the earnings. I will post the sector sentiment. And I would appreciate if you guys any type of questions on what you missed most about what I did not post or what you need me to post again. So with that, I'm going to watch Coach's 9:30 video on TradeGATEHub as I log into go into the Tradeview market site, which sponsors TradeGATEHub, and I'm going to take it from there and do my due diligence. Know what my plan is. Know what type of style it is. No, it's all good, Paul. The only reason why I would say that is because I'm sensitive, not because of trading. Because I want. That's all. I'm a sensitive guy. I have a thick skin with the trading, but you know what I mean. I do it. That you know what I do. You want to miss Coach right here. Already got 87 views 1 hour ago. Believe me, and they're quality viewers. Where are we? We need 30. We need 3,500. Tim would be mad if I said 3,500 subscribers we need 4,000. We need a push. We need 4 dimes by the end of the year. And coaches, we're doing our part. All right, guys. So Coach Paul, no disrespect. I lead with my head, but the heart's in there. I agree with Apple. We'll sell a fail rip. I agree with that too. Listen, I agree. You have to. At least, listen, if you held Apple on until here, you have to take some off. Or you might even short it for a short term. You have to. Even it came right up here. This is yesterday's low. All right, gap time. You know what I mean? The move's been made. 169 to 173. Decent move, 15-minute. For me, the moves, I'm not going to establish a position here. It's a danger zone. It's a coin flip. It was 3 days down. It was with volume, coach. There was 3 days down into volume. Doesn't mean it's over, but right here again, boom, boom, boom. 3 days down near the moving average. It's tough to believe in those type of theories when the market looked precipitous as it did, especially early this morning. But pardon, there's something you got to believe in. 3rd day down again. So tune in. Okay. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Gerard as well. All my other guys hiding in the background that I spoke to over the weekend. I understand it. Everybody likes an opinion, even how sophisticated it might be. Believe me, most of the people in the room could probably understand it for me as well. So we'll leave it at that, guys. Okay. So tuning in, a lot going on. I got a lot to catch up with. Alexis is going to be working with me more and more. So welcome him aboard more. Believe me, he knows what to do. I've been around a lot of people and a lot of guys, and Paul was refusing to. Well, actually, I wouldn't refuse. Lewis or people didn't. Alexis is going to be working with me. Okay, so tune in for then. No apologies. It's all good. Fast and furious as always. I'll take questions after. I'm just kicking in. Cheers. Thanks, guys.